and they will qualify because they'll go into the grand final spot, and I think the top 2 qualify. So Flipside will qualify.
All right, so it is DreamHack game for one of these 2 teams. LDLC need to get into gear, they need to get coordinated, need to play as a team, and they need to execute. Something's been lacking so far on the T side. This is their 3rd opportunity to show us an execution.
Ooh, that's a good nade there from Blade. He's at the quad boxes still, but he's going to go down immediately, and Bondik. So it's on the retake finesse of Simple, Worded It, and Markelov as they make their way in now. Okay, ooh, that's a dirty position there from Body. He's going to pop out and take down Simple. Maybe, there it is. Does get the frag. 2 versus 4 now, as things look worse ever still. Worded It is surely going to be shut out here. And there it is. Fuchs with apparently the sniper Glock. You don't see the sniper Glock very often, but we saw it there.
World edit will not edit the world on this occasion.
He himself will be edited
on this occasion. So LDLC White with a glimmer of hope, but now I'm just waiting for, well, firstly, they need to not get ecoed here, and secondly, what are they going to do on a buy round? What do they have to offer? What do they have to show? How well groomed is their pony? That is a nice nade onto Wild. They're going to leave him with 14 HP. Some plays tagged here for LDLC White, but no deaths. Mortality rate is 0.
Okay, so now they can start making their way in towards a push. They got a lot of time, a lot of map control. The whole map is their playground at the moment.
Importantly, they have a molly as well to clear out certain areas, and 2 more flashes to help clear the path, to part the Red Sea down.
The molly has been used though. Molotov has been expended, and Markloff soon is going to sniff out this push, or rather hear it, as he's going to hear all the stepping, and the smoke is there. This is an impossibility for Flipside. There's literally no way that they should ever be able to take this back at this point. They're going to likely charge in regardless, or just try to get exits. Oh, denied.
He was turned into a human missile.
So can they get any exits? Ooh, AK picked up. That's actually a really cool save. And it's I wonder if LDLC understand that they have allowed for that to happen. It's very difficult to actually throw away the guns on middle in Mirage. I mean, where would you throw them?
Yeah, but Body's running around with a Mac-10. So.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That is a really good point.
So they've only got 1 AK. There's 2 AKs on the map, and Flipside have 1 of them. So this is not a good situation.
That's kind of bad.
We can see Markelov is basically saving. He's a human shield right now for Bondik to try and save that AK, and save they will. Now I want to see how much damage Bondik can do with said AK in this round.
If it was on Simple, I'd be really afraid, but because we know that he can just explode with an AK, it's pretty scary what he can accomplish. But Bondik himself is no slouch.
Yeah, but he's the more solid player as opposed to the ruthless aggression of Simple. But we'll see. I'm expecting a more aggressive Bondik on this situation. Look at the flank here from the B site already. They should be able to have one person peeking mid while the rest try and stack A if they can get there fast enough. Nades coming in should be the clue that it's going to be an A push. How fast can the CTs rotate? Blade pushing through the smoke. It will get some information at least. Bondik finding the frag with the AK. He's only got 18 HP. Should try and keep a teammate next to him, but not too close to get sprayed down with him to pick it up just in case, as the remaining 3 players still have pistols.
There's the push there from Flipside. It's not going so well against these smokes, so Bondik perhaps going to just fall back with the AK again.
Yeah, save his armor as well.
And yeah, pretty decent stuff here from Flipside. They actually get 1 kill out of it. They save the AK, and they've got 2 players positioned for exit frags. It will go down though, so LDLC will win this round. And Flipside, they are soon going to be on their buy, and I'm curious how that's going to actually go for them, because Flipside are a team that can make the double ops work really, really, really well on this map.
That said, they're also a team whose economy can be broken when trying to do that. Yeah. When we saw, I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember what team they were playing against, but they were anti-stratted very hardcore. That was a while ago, and I'm sure Blade has adjusted his tactics since then. But again, it's an expensive team. It's like the Real Madrid winner as far as cash is concerned.
Oh, here comes the push through the smoke though, but the counter flashes are absolutely stellar there from Flipside. Great Crossfires as well. But somehow, 3 of them have gone down, but this health is just not going to do anything good here for LDLC. Fuchs, 4 HP. He has got the bomb there, out by Forklifts. It's going to be really hard to win this round. He's going to have to get the kills. And they've got so much health, and they will spot him out with the little jump there. A little bit of lick of bit of damage there, and they can go collect the AK instead of the mag. So nice hold there from Flipside. But LDLC, they are going to be rolling in with all the buys, and now Flipside will have a worse buy up than they previously did, as they lost 3 players.
Again, LDLC going for the shock and awe in the same way Rock did yesterday, but they did it late game. This is early game, and it's failed for LDLC. So Flipside on the board, no AWPs though in the hands, and LDLC have a buy, so they have a chance to break Flipside now. They need to keep them off the big green guns. They need to keep racking up these rounds. They've got the pistol, they've got the Ecos, but can they get the buys? That is the question.
Yeah, we do have an interesting situation developing as LDLC try to burst into middle, but looks like Markov is going to get a kill with the nade already, and the presence of middle for Flipside is actually quite strong. If they try to push this, it is going to be a slugfest. It's going to be hard to predict who comes out on top, but Simple gets the drop onto Fuchs. There he goes for the challenge onto Devil, puts him down to 4 HP, in comes the nade to finish him off, and it's just 2 players left now for LDLC. What on earth are they going to do with these remaining members? It's hard to say at this point. The bomb is towards the vent, and Twanu is trying to get something done towards A.
Well, the player in mid has gone down, which gives Matend an opportunity to try and push up short, but Twanu has fallen. They were separated, there's no trade kill. Now it's 1 versus 3, 30 seconds on the clock. You can see how spread out the Flipside team are. Might have to go for a peek through mid soon, because they were expecting maybe an A. Blade's in a good position, but he won't even need to fire his gun. Markelov finishing Matend off. That's another round in the bag for Flipside. So, no buy round 1 for LDLC so far. And with the performances on the previous maps, I won't believe it until I see it.
Yeah, that was a rough position there for Maten at the end. Like, once you get spotted, if you have been spotted without getting the kill in the 1-on-3, it gets significantly worse. Like, there's almost nothing you can do there. But we're gonna have the quick push with the Tech-9s. Maybe this can be what they needed. There's some good nade there from Markov. Does a good chunk of damage. Fire goes down as well. In with the spray now. How much can he get done? Only 1 frag from him as they make their way in. And these Tech-9s are performing at the moment. But what are they coming into play? The bomb is down thanks to his AWP work. And that's going to be it. Devil left alive. Last man. 8 HP. He's going to get taken out finally by Blade. And we will have a tied score. And no more economic hardships for Flipside. They're going to have the AWPs in play, the full nades. They could really use a clean round or 2. These last few have been fairly expensive. Maybe LDLC can destabilize them here.
Okay, so crunch time again. 3 AWPs on the map. Blade holding the timing smoke there. Doesn't want to throw it too early and have it wasted. Nice pop flash going in towards Simple's position. He's playing on the B bomb site with, I think, Markelov's near the vent. He can pop out for trades if necessary. Well, then it will start the proceedings here. Taking down Maten, so the AWP is gone already for LDLC. And with 2 AWPs to contend with, if they don't have an execute with smokes, etc., then they're going to be in for trouble. They're playing for picks at the moment. They've got to trade at least, but it's 4 versus 3, so I don't think the CTs are too worried just yet. Bomb heading over towards B bomb site. We've got Devil a few steps away from his teammates.
Simple's on 1 HP. Oh, what have they got? The wall bang. That's massive there. That's going to alleviate a lot of pressure away from Simple, who now takes down Twanu. He was only on 1 HP. It was Simple who was stopping the bomb finishing on that B bomb site, and that wall bang, it really changed a lot there for Flipside. Devil, though, again, 1-on-4. He hasn't been spotted yet. That bomb is down, but the fact that it could be a surprise encounter is what could give him the frag. But, oh, this is close. Blade is going to spot him. Great shot there from Blade. And, yeah.
It's another map, still early days, but it's another map where we're not seeing executes, we're only seeing attempts at picks from LDLC. And when their AWP goes down straight away and they're up against AWPs at the caliber of Wilderit and Simple, and they don't have executes, then things are not going to go well for them. So they're on the eco now, going to try and bum rush the B bomb site. Simple getting the first frag. Can he get behind cover in time? He's got Markolov for support. Going to get that nade in. Trying to spray down the players afterwards. So far, so good. No players lost for Flipside. Perfect hold for them. I think it was. I'm surprised Simple didn't get traded there, running back to the site, especially with Markolov holding a grenade. But for whatever reason, Flipside win with no casualties whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, Simple had I think an angle where he can get very covered on the site very quickly. I think that's the reason. Usually players take a deeper angle where the cover's not to be found. So I think by design there by Simple. And they're going to go for the double boost over the top here for a bit of a mid take. Now, how well will this go for them? Again, the double AWP setup has been quite powerful. And we know that that is the backbone of the defense here for Flipside. And so far, it's been holding them up fantastically. Twanu's in position, though, looking for a frag on middle. But they aren't really giving him anything. They're playing pretty far out of middle at the moment. It's really just a player that they'll boost into vents that's going to give them any info in middle. And I think last time it was actually Simple. And who is it this time? I think it's actually Markolov this time. It is indeed. He's going to get naded, but he's not going to give away his
He took
position.
it like a champ, Dan.
It's very stoic, this Markolov. Look at this, just eating the grenades. But there he's going to spot the players. Oh, gets the quick spray, and that's going to be a fast frag. That's great work by Markolov. He can back out of there with an advantage, but they've moved into connector, and that's going to be the frag onto Blade. Now, LDLC, 4 against 4. They are wrapping onto the B-bomb site, and it's going to have to be a really good delay here from Flipside, but it won't be just yet. Markolov going down straight away. Great job done by Maten. As Simple tries to delay, Orb comes out. He's got to get something here. Does get body. Second shot in from Simple. That's excellent work. Now 2-on-2 with the health advantage for Flipside. They're looking so good in this retake. In comes Bondic from the back, and it all rests on him. Oh, Twanu getting the tag. Bondic, 29 HP, had to go for the plant, in with the frag. He's got to be stuck on the plant, and oh, here comes Bondic with the 5-7, but no, Twanu does actually save the round for LDLC. What chaos!
Absolutely crazy stuff there. But one of the biggest points of that was Matend smoking the CT side of mid, giving the impression that they're planning to go in other directions, maybe go for a vent push, etc. You saw Blade there, got caught with a nade in his hand because he thought, okay, they smoked CT. That means they're elsewhere on the map, probably pushing B, but no. He's on the other side of the smoke, holding an angle, abusing the information Blade thought he had to take him out. And that allowed them to have a two-pronged assault. And then he found another frag onto the site itself. But now we're into round 10, and it's Wilder getting the first frag for his team. Money running a bit low here on Flipside. Again, double ops are expensive, but they're doing the trick so far. LDLC only winning 1 round after we come into the bye. Flipside taking down lots of players so far. Devil and Body heavily tagged. What did it finally going down? Blade's only got a few pixels of health, but they've got double the bodies of the French team.
And Simple's in play now as well. It's amazing. Well done, it did so much damage from that position. I mean, he got the frag, a tag, and then finished him off with a grenade. Then he's replaced by none other than Simple. So it's like, it's an impossible way to like try and take mid. Again, you're running into two of the world's best AWPers. How intimidating is that? But LDLC, they gave it a go, but now they're on an eco. Their money's been broken by Flipside, and they could get so much momentum here from this.
Indeed. So what do LDLC have to offer here? We have one smoke on Twanu. And it's a fairly bog-standard smoke, just bouncing off to cover the forklift area. Got some indecision going through the fire there, but Devil will be brave enough to do it and find the frag. Blade to hold the site down for his teammates. There's a second frag. People not really paying attention to the site. They're trying to cover the rotation spots, but they left the CT. He did so much damage there. What's a perfect Molotov to try and stop the plant from going down. Body running out of options there. He can't find a safe plant. Simple will finish him off with the AWP through the wall, and Markolov with the nade will finish off the fun for Flipside.
That was strangely cost efficient for LDLC, because when you looked at that rush coming in with the incendiary down on the door and everything, you're like, wow, this is going to be a 5-man spray down. But it wasn't. They actually took the site and they killed 3 guys. I have no idea how they managed to do that, but they somehow did it. And we're going to see another eco from them, essentially. But this time with some Tech 9s, they've upgraded the pistols a bit, and they've upgraded their utility. They have a few grenades to work with as well. So it looks like we've got some nades from middle. Are they going to try to get close to white box and flush out the AWPer? Could very well be the play, that A split. So it looks like that's what they want to go for potentially here.
Bearing in mind, if you take off the pistol and the ecos, this is the first two ecos. This is 7-1 for Flipside at the moment, having great success. And again, against this eco, the same thing happening. Simple has been hitting. He is unstoppable. This guy, you can't. If he's got a scope, you're dead. If he hasn't got a scope, you're probably dead as well. Even on the eco with numbers, he will finish you and just ruin your day. He will send his dog to trample over your picnic and leave it with algae from a local pond.
Wow.
That happened to me once.
That's...
Dog just ran straight through your picnic. I found it amusing actually. It's a dog, what can you do?
The picnic was ruined.
It was indeed. Well, Dan, he didn't ruin the wine.
There will be no picnic this day.
He got to the rock fort, Dan, but he did not ruin the wine. Fun was still had.
Okay, so, well, we got a slow round here from LDLC. They're going for those picks. But flip side, oh, is Bondik going to find the bomb? I don't think he saw it, actually. That's quite problematic that the bomb is down there. They have to send somebody to collect that. It's going to waste a bit of time. And it kind of commits them a little bit in towards an A play. And already, okay, well, that's going to help out. Fuchs is going to commit them into the A play. Gets a frag onto Blade. Trade is there, but that's going to be Bondik's position now known. Simple and well did it on the same angle.
Oh, dear.
There is no surviving this from A main. And Body not going to be able to survive from A short either. So it's all down to Maten. He's only got 14 points of health left, but AWP after AWP. And you really see why Flipside can make the double AWP setup work.
This is brutal. If you can't stop them, again, this is basically 8-1 here. Since the buy rounds, Flipside, sorry, 9-1. 9-1. LDLC White have won 1 buy round. And this is nasty. And they have so much money in these last 2 rounds that these double AWPs are going to be here all day to ruin the fun, ruin the party.
Oh, damn, that was perfect. That grenade, loads of damage. And he pulls out the pistol. That's a smart choice. So he can keep tapping away at those weak players. And there's not a lot they can do here. It's just it's like shooting fish in a barrel.
I have to say, Flipside have made excellent use of Molotovs in their recent rounds, especially on a short area. You saw in the previous round, people had to push all the way through the molly to make anything happen. Maten got a chance to plant the bomb here, but how much will it mean? He needs to win the round now. This is the second last round, and only Ws are of importance at this stage here for LDLC White. Again, if anyone won buy round, they're looking to make it 9-6 if they can. Nice jump, but Bondik's there with the M4. He will be ready before Maten can find his scope.
What did a 186 damage with grenades.
That's glorious.
That's amazing.
That is glorious.
So, I mean, that was really nice there from Maten. He had the game sense to understand that, hey, I need to... He didn't even pick up the bomb. I mean, maybe he should have done that, but he just went straight for frags. That's in a 1-on-3, that's very important with all that time left in the round. But here we go. We got another buy-in from LDLC. They've been put to ecos quite often, but this is the full buy. Now, are they going to be able to get any picks? Because again, you mentioned this, they have played so often for the picking game, but you're playing the picking game against a double AWP setup, which is the counter to the T picks picking game, and holding those AWPs are simple and well at it. So you have some of the best players to play the picking game against.
Bearing in mind it's the current situation with the AWPs as well, and that they're on the CT side, and they will have the angles before the Ts will. Yeah,
it makes it more powerful for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is hard to... It's hard to be favored in this situation as a tease. But an execute can certainly swing things in your favor. Now, they've had some success before, and they're going to go in and burn down Bondik, having a bit of a barbecue on that A-bomb site. And it's going to be an advantage for them now as they roll on in. And there it is. Great shot there again from Twanu. He has done a nice bit of work to get them on that bomb site with those 2 kills. And it's Simple and Markelov left. And that's a great way to counter that double AWP setup. Just get in there. Get in there with the grenades. And it's only Markelov left now, so hey, they can take the last round of the first half. But that's 10-5. That's, you know, being able to pull out 5 rounds there is pretty good. And you know what? ODLC are a team that aren't... I mean, okay, their Inferno was a little bit weird, but they should have good CT sides.
Fingers crossed, Dan. That's all I can say.
But I mean, I'm not sure how to predict it when it comes to them now.
I don't think we can. Yeah, there are no predictions left.
Yeah,
at the moment for LDLC White.
They are playing very differently as to how they played against Property. Granted, Property is much weaker than Flipside, but still, it's Interesting. Anyway.
It's easier to look good versus weaker opponents.
Absolutely, yeah. But still, like, the method was there. But anyway, Flipside on the T side now. And they've been very effective at winning these T-side pistols when it's been required to just close out games. And this T pistol at the moment has been quite quiet so far. They've only got two Kevlars. The rest have bought nades. In fact, Markelov has an incendiary as well, a Molotov rather.
LDLC are running around the map, trying to expect timings. You can see this is for the second time in this round. There's still a minute on the clock that they've put 3 people on A and nobody mid, because they're expecting the push to come in. But Flipside still being passive. Decoy over towards A. Bomb is heading towards B. Coming through the vents now from mid, which was abandoned by LDLC White. Body pushing through the smoke, but can he replicate happy success doing such things? Matin going to get the first kill. Body, in fact, will take down Simple from behind. 2 trades coming in for Flipside now. 3 versus 3 as LDLC try to get back into the game here.
Blader's going to take down Body though, so that's B-Storage player is down, that's important. But here comes Fuchs around from the side on headshot, going to get both players there with that spray down, with that USP, and the defuse comes in. It's a 10-second long one, but Blade, he's got to get in quick. There's no fake here. There's no fake. Blade needs to get faster. Can't find the headshot. That would have been massive right there. That said, Twanu did have a kit, so if he would have gotten the kill, it would have been fine, but the bomb went down.
Have you seen that video where a squirrel goes into a basket to get some food that's been laid out, but the basket is attached to a giant catapult and the squirrel gets launched? That's basically what happened just there. He saw a smidgen of the player defusing and then got shot in the back of the head, Dan. He was teased and then he was sent into oblivion.
It's true. But the thing is that Flipside, they got the bomb down. So Simple's the only one who really bought anything. There's Deeg. And that's why he gets so much damage with it. And if they can bait for him here, he might be able to take down Devil as well with that Deeg. And just that damage is so amazing. This is something that's like Simple breaks the rules. The Deagle is supposed to be terrible, but Simple finds like frequent great rounds with it. And if he can get one more kill, in fact, they've already done a huge quantity of damage. I just want to remind you, they bought a Deagle in like a P250. They've killed 3 players. They're guaranteed a buy next round. They've positioned themselves so excellently to win this next round. And Simple could do more damage. He gets the quick headshot onto Body. There's one more player. Simple is looking for that last one, Deeg. Here it is, though. Maten pushing him back, pushing him back. Simple not going to go straight for the plant. He wants the close range shot with a Deeg, and he's given away his position. This is very tense right now. How on earth have Flipside managed to put themselves in this position? In comes Maten now with the FAMAS. Simple down to headshot position. Ready with the Deeg. Not sure where he is. Oh, Simple. Oh, my goodness. With the 4K on the Deeg. That's why he buys the Deagle. This guy's something special.
Okay, now I don't know how much LDLC get to play against other teams and so on, but knowing how dangerous Simple is, with my last 2 people, I'm playing for the trade, even if he plants the bomb. They allowed him 1v1s. I'm surprised it took him that long to kill the guy in mid when they had when LDLC White only had 2 players remaining. So a complete disaster there for the French side. Flipside extend their lead to 5 in a round where they should not have.
Sorry. So the ridiculous thing is that usually we have that situation, right, where the bomb doesn't go down, they force up Tech 9 armor, they win the round. Oh, it's really bad for the CTs now. That was even worse because they didn't invest anything. They just got a Deeg and they had the bomb down. So their economy is amazing. They have perfect economy. It's perfect at this point. Unless they had survived with the 4 players there, which you can't really imagine would ever happen. I mean, Simple did clutch it. Look at the money. It's ridiculous there. We're going to have a pause here coming in from Flipside, but they are positioned to just fly into this second half and just take it without any losses.
Considering Simple's aim here and the money he's got, would you buy an AK? Or would you throw the FAMAS over to someone else and take an AK? Because
there's no reason to drop the FAMAS, I think.
Would you? If I'm Blade, I'm taking the FAMAS and giving Simple an AK.
But Blade's gonna be like, I'm ultimate fragging too. Yeah, I know he's in-game leader, but
Simple's 22 and 10.
I know Simple is Simple. He's amazing with a rifle.
He needs an AK right now.
I mean, the thing is that they probably feel like, hey, this is easy right now. We're not, they're not going to take it like uber super seriously and try to just carve out every 2% edge and give the AK to Simple or whatever. I guess because I mean Simple's going to be dangerous with the FAMAS as well. So
once again, while we
There's
have
no
this short delay, guys, producer Reese is going to show you what we're giving away once we hit 500,000 followers. So, to open to all, including non-subscribers, is the Bayonet Rust Coat, not Rust Coast, as I thought it was for the longest time. Then we will have 2 raffles for subs as well, one of which will be this lovely M4A4 Howl. If contraband is your thing, then we've got your contraband, baby. And if it isn't, we also have the Butterfly Knife Slaughter Factory New. We've gone all in for the 500k, guys. All in, all the skins, all the damn time.
No Dragon Lore attempts ever again.
I wouldn't say that.
I would, because last time was horrendous. It was horrendous.
I know, but how fun was that?
It wasn't fun at all.
I'm sick. I'm a pervert, Dan.
You know
I enjoy going for a Dragon Lore and receiving an Orc Chameleon.
You know how much of a premonition that was for our future gambling on Face It TV to come? Because since then, we've gotten like 1 good skin out of 100 cases or something.
That is more than 100 cases. Probably like 150 cases.
Oh my god.
Right, look at this freshman LDLC. They know they're in a desperate situation. They want to try and get an early advantage. And an early advantage they will. But that information, what can Flipsid do with it? There's another frag from Tony, the bait from his teammate. And they haven't lost anybody yet. Still 3 plays to find, though. And only 2 of the LDLC players have armor. Well did it and Blade. Only 1's remaining. And hey, what if Simple had the AK? Who knows? I didn't see how he died, but there we go.
Okay, well, they have the site, though, so they have some nades to play with as well. Just one more flash from Word Edit. He's going to get positioned there by Quad. But they're going to have to peek here. They are going to need to get some kills before they get close to them, because if they get close to them, the trades are going to assuredly be open for them to play with. So there it is. Peek coming in from Word Edit. That's actually a good amount of damage done by him, but there it is. That's the danger. When they get close enough, you're peeking into 3 of them. So we're going to have a very tidy round for LDLC. They've only managed to lose 2 players there, and they had limited investment. They had almost nothing going into that round. So this is going to help get them right back into the game, economically speaking, give them quite a lot to work with. And to be honest, from this position, LDLC can certainly win back quite a few rounds in a row, and maybe get close to that tie game, maybe.
And the fact they have something like $8,000 in guns already means that they even if they lose this round, they should be able to bring out another buy for the next.
Yeah.
Because they've saved a fair chunk. So, AWP on Twanu, once again. Only 1 AWP for World Edit this time. You can see Devil was just facing the wall there in case the pop flash was coming in to the site, but a bit early for that. 3 people, though, for A main. In A main for the T side. They've been smoked off. We know...
Simple's in mid lane, Lurk as well. And this is coming into the execute now, but they're getting stopped, James, again.
And Simple just waiting for the push. They are 1 step ahead of their opponents at the moment, but they are 2 men down in this particular round. Simple, he's just looking for engagement. He is like some kind of CIS Terminator. And he's found his engagement. But he is on the wrong side of it. Blade getting the trade. 1 versus 3. He's got a bomb plant, so they'll get that bonus worst case scenario. How much damage can he do to the LDLC team, though? They survived with 3 players in the previous round and got 3 guns. They've got 3 players left now, and Blade is looking to hurt their wallets. He will not do no further damage, however. And LDLC take another round. So, only 4 rounds behind now. This is looking doable for LDLC. They might not be out of it just yet.
It was quite cool that in having Simple pushed towards vents in mid, that if it did go a little bit poorly, I mean, well, if it goes well, he can try to pressure into short, but if it went poorly, or even if he's not pressuring into short, if there is a player there, they have to focus attention on him, because even if the push is coming in on A, they're worried about getting shot in the back. So the fact that he can do that and also give them the option of going B, as he did, that's really cool there. Simple has a lot of the responsibility in that kind of lurking role. So, of course, it didn't work out in the end, but they did get the bomb planted, as you mentioned. So we're seeing the benefit of that. They got loads of nades to play with, and the problem for Flipside is going to be the double AWPs they're going to run into now. It's going to be a bit of taste of their own medicine.
So very aggressive position in mid for the LDLC team, but there's no sound here from Flipside. They're all walking very quietly indeed. Simple having a quick look over the mid area. It is Fuchs who is somewhere below him on the other side of the main door, which he's actually walking into at the moment. So he's playing for the information. And you can see the rotation of the additional CT towards A. Let's see what kind of defense LDLC can muster here. They're throwing flashes into A main, which will stop the push, but we've got plays by Forklift already. Blade
flank.
going in blind. The bomb is down as well.
And the flank didn't do anything. Simple found Fuchs. He took him out, and that could give them a chance, but it doesn't look like it's happening right now. It's just Bondic left alive, as Chuanu is still at quad box, and they hold. That was really nice. Again, that's the second time they've held excellently on the A site now. So surely if you're Flipside, you're going to start scratching your head. Where is this execute on A going wrong?
LDLC looking like a one-sided team at the moment, but the good thing is that they are catching up on their favoured side. 3-round deficit now, and Flipside find themselves on the eco. So it's about damage limitation, it's about victory.
It's about Simple with Deagle Armor. That's what it's about, but he's going to go down straight away. I can't believe he actually went for the mid mid pick against an AWP.
that is a sigh of relief if you are a French player or viewer right now.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Because Simple can take so many peeks here. He knows there's going to be an AWP here. He knew that, and he's basically saying, "Hey, I'm gonna go and kill this AWP. I'm gonna kill the AWP on mid, guys. With D, it's fine."
I've got the aim. Let's do it. Okay, another good cleanup there for LDLC. Only one player going down. The recovery continues, Dan. The recovery continues. It's just scary when they're on the T side.
It really is scary for them, yeah. But what it is picked up the AWP. Has he got a spawn? Let's check out what it is spawn here. Where is he? Number 2. There it is. Okay, he's not got the fast spawn for the white box pick. He is instead looking to be throwing. Okay, no, he's actually going into A. So he can just be Guardian there, but there's going to be a push on B storage here from LDLC. Now, that's not going to go so well for them. Body's going to look for that trade. He wants that investment to mean something, but it's not going to mean much more apart from a disadvantage for his team. And they had to rotate someone onto B. There's loads of time left in the round, and they are spread thin.
Devil rocking the Atomic Alloy. That is actually a Faceit skin, which a lot of people have forgotten since it's been in the game for quite a while. Atomic Alloy and Trigon. Both Faceit skins, but never mind skins for a while. LDLC in a difficult position. Again, Flipside have all the time in the world to play with, and a man advantage. LDLC, this is a horrible map to try and defend with 3 people, considering how vital mid is for the Ts. So at the moment, we've got 2 towards B for the CTs, but they're rotating away. While we've got a recon attempt here on B. Bomb, though, is heading over towards the A site. So LDLC might make the right play at the right time. We've got Matend. He's gone back to the CT area of B to try and put himself in a position for retakes and for faster rotations. Devil is in a position where he'll probably get traded, but he could get 2 kills from this 3-man push if they charge at the same time. 18 seconds remaining. If he can get the right kills here, he is indeed going to get 2 kills. Is the trade going to come in? Blade can't manage to get him, and that's going to cost all the bullets for Devil, but he has won the round for his team. 7 seconds remaining. Actually, it's a 1v1. Going to the fake.
Oh, he didn't check it!
He didn't. Did he not know where he was?
Oh, no, they didn't. Maybe they didn't have a call for that spot or something. Oh, my God. That was... He could just run around the corner spraying his gun.
That was insane. That was crazy. He killed 3 people from there, and they didn't know where he was.
Well, they knew because the last guy was facing him, but he got killed. The guy from Squeaky went out to kill him.
But he threw his pistol as well.
That's ridiculous.
Unless he was still looking away thinking it was a flashbang, but then why would he put himself...
They knew he was there for sure. For sure.
Well, for whatever reason, LDLC lucked out on a very, very crucial round indeed, which may have been win or lose, but they've won it. Now let's see if they can close this out. Not going well so far. Got an angry Flipside charging onto the A site at the moment. Only 2 CTs remaining here. Body versus 3. Markelov and Bondek quite tagged, actually.
Yeah, this is very doable for Body. Now, if he can pull this one off, I don't know if they'll be on eco because they did plant and they have a big consecutive round loss bonus, but we're going to see if Body can pull this one off. There's the first man. Finds the headshot down to 46 points of health. Markelov by quad boxes there. Going to try to... bait him out with the defuse, gets the headshot on him. There's one more player left. He's got 2 points of health. He spots the back of him. It's Bondic. He's got 16 health this time. Bondic will close the round for Flipside, and they will take LDLC out, but their economy's not too shabby considering that they won so many in a row, and Flipside are in a spot where they're going to spend everything. If they lose this one, that's going to be a great in for LDLC to actually tie it up or even take a lead, and that's not something I would have expected to say about 10 rounds ago.
Yeah, but now Bondic managed to salvage an AWP for World Edit. See what damage he can do in this round. 20 with an AWP of his own. Nobody to challenge World Edit in A main at the moment. Again, we've got an aggressive B push here. There's only a smoke coming in so far. Twanu's missed a shot. He gets the second one, but doesn't get the kill. There's some information. Fortunately, the CTs, fortunately for them, they haven't lost any players just yet. The smoke will give them the opportunity to back up semi-safely. World Edit's looking for the boost. That's a boost that Peter does from CLG. Will throw that smoke in and jump on top of the boxes to get a frag over the top. But for now, no one dead for either side.
Now the thing is
Does
that
Simple see that gun through the wall like we do?
I don't know actually. I think he might have done. I'm not sure, but the LDLC are playing some similar setups now. Everything they're doing in this round, Flipside has seen before. All their little tricks and gimmicks. Like they got Devil pushing A main. And Flipside are moving in there right now as we have this one-on-one that Maten will win towards B storage. The lurker for Flipside, Simple, does go down. But Devil, he's played this position multiple times. He's come out with good results multiple times. And he's going to get himself the bomb down. Actually, the bomb is towards Squeaky. So they might just be able to make this work. This is really awkward. Look at the positioning here for Flipside.
Okay, well, with the aggressive position from Maten in Toxic, that will put a stop to the B. So it's going to have to be A. And it's Blade versus France. And he will not do it on this occasion. There will be horns around the Arc de Triomphe, Dan. Or maybe not.
They're gonna actually take the lead. They should take the lead here.
They should, but if Simple buys a Deagle, he hasn't got the money to, though. That's a good thing.
But he could get dropped here by World Edit.
Yeah, but then World Edit can't buy an AWP next round.
They have to double eco anyway, so, he would
this
be
is a
able
disaster, Dan!
No, he could actually do it, because they have to double eco. They have to give 14 to LDLC, unless they want to force it next round. But I wouldn't advise that one. It's going to be a quick frag there onto World Edits. And wow, the trade does come in with the Glock. So good stuff there from Markelov, and that's a weapon that should be obtainable for Flipside. But the nades are coming in, the rotations are beginning to happen, and Flipside are going to fall back out of A main.
All right, so 3 players remaining for Flipside. They've got the M4 and Markelov. Not for long though. I'm not sure if that would have fallen off. They could still potentially try and boost for it. They've got the time to do so, and I think they will. Yeah, it's exactly what they're doing. Going to retrieve that one glimmer of hope. That is all that's left for Flipside in this round. LDLC in a good position to close, but they must close that.
Yeah, I mean, there's no armor on Simple. He's going to go for the peak, gets a lick of damage, but it's not going to amount to all that much just yet. Now they are running out of time. They've got 30 seconds, and Simple actually could consider... Actually, no, he shouldn't really bother saving this, to be honest. Let's see what damage he can get done. Going to make his way forwards. Now he's got his teammate there. Bondic looking to see if he can get on position for a plan. If Simple could have got a kill, but it's not going to happen. Good defense, good patience from LDLC. They tie up the game, and they should take this next round as well. We're going to get the force up here from Flipside. They don't have great amount of money. You can see the Glills coming in already. In fact, Markelov is going to get a Deagle so that he can have grenades.
Are we going to train, Dan?
I think we're going to see a set play on A in this round.
Are we going to train?
I don't know. But right now, Flipside, yeah, the set. I think they're going to set up for an A play here. They've done quite a few A executes. It's much safer than B. And if you've got the weapon disadvantage and the nades to work with, then it can be quite good. But they have to make sure that A main is clear, because many rounds in a row, Devil has been pushing that. In fact, where is Devil right now? Because what is that position? Okay, he's boosted. Oh my god, this is like the perfect position.
Maniac.
This position, this could be really bad for Flipside. Oh my god.
Oh dear lord. Got Body finding the first frag on Simple. That's the B player for Flipside down. They are just waiting for a pick here, waiting for an engagement. You can see Fuchs is below Bondic, so LDLC have some of the information they need.
But Devil, man, he's just ready to just completely ruin this round for them. Devil is going to do so much damage, but Bondic actually finds the kill in the middle. This might just be the distraction that they need. If he can push up short, he can actually spot Devil's position, but he's got to get through 2 players here. Now Bondic has made this possible now for his team. He's going to be pressuring in. Blade gets the instant kill on Devil. That's massive there for Flipside. They're pushing in. There's 2 players left here for LDLC, but Maten coming out huge, pulls out the 5-7. Can't get much with it. It's going to be a 2-on-1 Body now. He has to make this clutch happen. Here he goes. Up short. Nades in. He's got a kit, so he can play this a little bit patiently, but he's got to be careful that he doesn't get backstabbed here. Look at the bait play coming in from Flipside. They want to play this one by the book. But he doesn't know exactly how to attack this. He's going to drop onto the bomb, tries to bait out the player. bondik plays it perfectly, and Flipside somehow saved themselves. It was all bondik. That mid pick meant everything.
I can only imagine that the communication on LDLC's team right now must be a bit crazy and loud, because I don't know how he didn't get the sound cue that bondik was behind him, basically.
Yeah.
And he jumped down onto the floor as well. Like, how does he not hear any of those sound cues? I can imagine they're all shouting in French, basically.
Sacre bleu.
And also on the, I think it was the DA site as well, after those 2 frags by the quad player, the guy on his left, I feel like he should have heard him running to his immediate left, but I can only imagine that the comms are too loud for them to hear the footsteps, but it's cost them the round either way. Now, they're in a difficult position, but they could still eke out the W.
Yeah.
Easier said than done, though.
Yeah, I mean, again, they're in that position where they could put Flipside onto having like less than $2,000. If they win this round, Flipside start the next round with less than $2,000, I think. Because I'm pretty sure Flipside bought everything they could in this round. Their money is depleted.
Worth noting as well, if this goes to overtime, LDLC will start on the CT side, which will be very favorable to them. If it goes to 2 overtimes, they're screwed.
Yeah, and this is MR5 16K, so Flipside going to have a lot of rounds to exert their skill. But there is Devil. Again, this is it. Devil has been doing that play very often. He doesn't have much support to go with it, so he's relying on the element of surprise, but there is no element of surprise anymore. Flipside has seen it too many times. They're wary, and now they're moving in. Twanu now on this position. He only had a FAMAS to work with. He couldn't get much with it, and it's going to be down to Fuchs Body and Matt End on the rotate, on the retake. But into the AWPs, they will go. Well, it's ready.
They've got no nades, no flashes, nothing, and it's them versus World at it. He will be all that's required, 1 by 1, no trades. Obviously, I have to be wary of the other 2 unknown players as well, but Flipside eking out the win here, heading towards that 16. And look at what's left here on the French side.
That was so ridiculous, because again, if Flipside had lost that one, they will have no money. They're going to have to rely on something ridiculous to win. But LDLC, and now that position has been put upon them. And they definitely had the edge for quite a while. So it's pretty crazy. They're going to be pretty disappointed if they're not able to steal away the victory here, or steal away the overtime in this situation.
What was interesting was Simple was heading towards the B bomb site, and I think Blade might have made the call, guys. Their economy is ruined, they might have pistols, they might charge. Simple took a few steps back and just held a really long angle from almost T-spawn with the AWP towards B, just in case the push is coming in. And he's still just slowly getting there with his teammates as well. And there is aggression here from LDLC. Body trying to smoke off, and that's all he has. No flashes to speak of.
Now, they have B storage control, so that's actually quite cool. I mean, Body being in this position, I mean, that smoke that he threw should give the game away that he's sitting in that position. But Flipside, they don't have to even challenge. If they stick together, they know it's pistols here. They know what they have to do to win, and they know that they have the advantage. It is pretty significant. But in comes Fuchs there, just trying to find a sneaky angle for that CZ. The quick little burst there can be devastating. As we can see there, he does with the last bullet take down World at it. Here comes the trade opportunity, but he sprays him down. Fuchs getting 2 kills and the weapons on middle as the bomb is coming in onto the A bomb site. Here we go, Twanu gets taken down, but the trades are real, and Simple's left with 6 HP. What the hell is he going to do here? I have no idea how they've made this happen, but, well, I do. It's they made this happen because of Fuchs on middle. That's amazing. I don't even, because the money is kind of horrendous for Flipside. This is ridiculous. This is chaos.
Okay, so this is it.
Oh my god.
This is it. Can LDLC hold out for 1 more round, take this to MR5, where they may be facing the wrath of double AWPs here on the T side. Flipside, we'll have to wait and find out. Flipside going for a fast aggression, it seems, towards the A side. The bomb lagging behind just in case. Markov going to get the first kill with that Galil there.
Well, Simple's actually spotting a player there. I think they're going to be wary that he's boosting over the smoke, but no, they don't spot him, and he sees another head here. Simple is just taking lives one after another, but in comes Twanu, and only Twanu with that AWP against 4 players, even his teammates calling GG. But I have faith. I've seen this man do some disgusting things with that AWP, but this time it's not going to happen. 16-14 Flipside will qualify for DreamHack Tours in France. And, well, it was a good effort from LDLC.